Woo! Uh, so everyone, today, I hope you're good. I want us to speak about choosing who to interact with very carefully, bro. Because the company you keep kind of reflects to you as a being, right? So if you're gonna pick rotten apples, then uh, that's gonna affect you internally, you know. Uh, and one thing that I'd love to get out there is the understanding that uh, the saying that says the most beautiful peach has a worm. Bro, like literally today, I grabbed an apple, right? And like I grabbed an apple, right? And it looked so like, bro, like there was like two options of apples, and I chose that one, and then I ate it because it looked so red and like so. And then I was like, bro, fuck, like this, like it was rotten from the seed, not even like the apple was rotten, like it was rotten from the seed. And that's not the first scenario. Like we've all like saw an egg or a peach that looked, that you like took away all of its bad traits before you even indulged in it, and then you found out it was oh gross what's inside. And believe it or not, man, like if you're gonna be basing that chat on science, it goes for the women, man. Because I've been seeing a lot of reels, right? A lot of reels recently that are stating that man's DNA stays inside a woman and all these other scientific figures. So I want you, as a king or as a queen watching this, to really, really, consider, before you pick your soulmate, because you don't wanna be that person that chose the wrong one and now they're living with the consequences. And sometimes it is okay to take risks and make mistakes and give chances so that you can like experience existence to its fullest. But my point in like this whole conversation is just to have us filter, like help us filter our relationships, the healthy ones and the ones that aren't, because we might have friends that love to chat with us whenever we're not doing anything progressive, and we might have friends that don't speak to us whenever we're not being progressive. So you need to understand the basis of those relationships and using people's selfishness and using it to like help you filter out your the relationships that you choose to partake in, right, in life. um this is important because it can help you grow, man. And growth, you all know that growth is very important. But mainly, man, like when you focus on growth and you start filtering out traits around your circles that are not for growth, then it is easier for you to transcend, right? So, by picking the correct company to keep means that like it has like the company you keep has to align with your goals as a person, right? Because if your goal is to be free of responsibility and duty, then that's the company you're gonna keep, right? You're gonna keep around the friends that are not caring of consequences and the friends that are not caring of future, and like friends that are so in the moment that it's good for them. And I'm not for judgment, right? I'm not trying, and I will never be a person that sees anything as wrong, bro. right? So as much as there's good in everything, there is good in everything, right? So if your goal is to have absolute freedom from caring, and believe it or not, like the more you commit to that, the more free you're going to be. Like, either you see that as a bad thing or a good thing, but the more free you are, the more freedom you'll get from the world. So if you are totally focused on the goal of being absolutely free, and then you keep uh, embodying traits that are of a free person, and then that's what you're going to get from life. Ever, Life won't ever take away. Like, literally, the law of attraction is a thing, right? And it is important to always be considerate. So, um, and I want us to go back to the topic of science and women, because nowadays, bro, okay, like I'll tell you about different types of females, right? It could be the girl that is bright and is like clear skin, glowing, and then you need to understand what truly makes women happy or glow. It's like as much as there's things that as a man make you stand out and look very attractive due to accomplishments, there are things that, like, so do women. So, bro, imagine, right, a girl that looks pale, right, that looks pale, and maybe might have like spots of acne on her face. What does that tell you? That tells you that she spends a lot of time indoors, away from the sun. Hence, her skin is pale, right? And you see a girl with what? Let's say acne, right? Oh my god, I'm not really trying to be the person that strikes nerves around there, but like, okay, I'll just stop it just to on that point. Um, but then I need you to start understanding uh, what makes you as a person happy, what makes, if you're a man, what makes a man happy truly, and what you might think makes women happy, right? And I want you to base this on what you've experienced throughout your life, whether it be through religion basis, whether it be through science, whether it be through social chats, but then you need to have an understanding and not go out to the earth blind-eyed or naive, because as you understand, then it's gonna be easy for you to pick the company that is gonna help you scale. And as much as we want to believe that routines like skincare and maintenance and makeup and could have an effect on appearance, right? Because we live in a modern age where people like to temper their appearance, both sexes. So I'd like you to start focusing on your gut, right? And being as judgmental as you can. Like, not okay, not overly doing it. Like, let's say this is a scale, right? You need to, like, this is 0, this is 10. You need to be like, you know, based on that, you're not walking around, right? You're not just walking around without a spine and just accepting of any treatment that you might come across out there, you know. So, as you do that, you then start to be at peace with your decisions, but then you might run into instances where you feel like, oh my god, what if I'm wrong? Then, if you go through that, try to understand and beat that feeling through doing whatever it takes, right? It is important to use the time you have as an opportunity to keep learning and keep learning and growing and gaining wisdom and understanding over, you know, situations. Bro, like, I'm looking at my nails right now, and they so white. Like, they so white. So I don't even understand why. Cause I eat a lot of fruit, so maybe it's the sugar and the fruit. Cause I haven't been eating sweets or anything that is like sugar straight up, you know. And I think I might have ate like even a few veggies that are green. So, do you think sugar also causes a lack of iron? Like sugar from fruits specifically? Uh, I don't know. I think that's something that we have to figure. Cause, bro, like I've been seeing like a shift in my hands, right? Like I've been seeing like a difference in like my hands, bro. You see how white they are? And like there's like a thing, there's like a peeling effect that is happening that I'm not quite understanding, especially around the fingers. You know, I don't know, man. Maybe it's like the growth, you know, like when it expands, same as like stretch marks. And believe it or not, I do not work out, but that's not what we have. That's not what we have. I want us to use our friends to better ourselves and use our relationship to better our circles. So when you start being a high value individual and partaking in a high value activities, like, you know what you need to do, you know, but like constantly taking care of yourself and like committing to that, you then experience the people around you change, because people would ask themselves, why are they not just doing it like you do it, right? And then that is gonna make them eventually adopt, even if it's not all of your habits, but at least some of your habits, you know. So being great means that the people around you are great, because you have committed to that. So it's like important to commit to decisions that you want to take and what you see as beneficial to your goals of scale, you know. Um, Whether it be using the past to motivate you or being present enough to fix the tiniest of things, you know, and just like being in a space that is constantly filled with fresh air. Like, you need to understand that, let's say for instance you're living with people who don't really like cleaning up, right? And then you want to change because a clean environment helps your brain function, right? Better. So cleaning after everyone is very exhausting, bro, and it's not gonna make them change because they're gonna see that you're doing it. So that's the mistake that people are doing. They try to help other people by literally giving, like, making a, like, four, like, having four hands and accomplishing their task, hoping that they will change. But that is not how it works, because people habituate to things that are constantly happening. So as you do that, you are kind of enabling them to continue, you know. So when you adopt habits of, for instance, being clean for yourself and everyone around you is not, then they will kind of, you know, and you need to be strict so that this works. But yeah, man, do with that what you like, right?